Welcome back to Unmolding Science. Imagine traveling thousands of miles, not with a map or a GPS, but by pure, unspoken instinct. How do millions of wildebeest know exactly when and where to cross the Mara River, or monarch butterflies navigate from Canada to Mexico using only the sun? What if I told you that some animals use the Earth's magnetic field like a built-in compass, or navigate by the stars with more accuracy than ancient sailors? We are diving deep into the mind-boggling precision of animal migration, uncovering secrets that defy human logic. Prepare to have your mind blown as we unveil the astonishing, often unbelievable strategies creatures employ for their epic annual journeys. You will never look at a flock of birds the same way again. Every year, billions of animals embark on journeys that would make even the most seasoned adventurer balk. From the icy poles to scorching deserts, they brave incredible odds, all driven by an ancient, unspoken call. Join us as we unravel the profound mysteries behind these incredible treks, revealing the hidden forces and brilliant adaptations that make animal migration one of nature's greatest spectacles. The great escapades of animal migration are one of the planet's most mind-blowing spectacles. Witness a time-lapse of a massive herd of wildebeest crossing a river, a chaotic and powerful display of instinct, or consider the tiny Arctic tern, a bird that flies from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back again every year, a round-trip journey of over 49,000 miles. These animals aren't just lost. They are on a purpose-driven mission. So, what exactly is migration? It's not just random wandering. Migration is a purposeful, seasonal, two-way journey undertaken by species from one location to another. These incredible treks are driven by a singular, non-negotiable purpose: survival. They migrate for food, for breeding, and to escape harsh climates. The scale of these movements is truly universal, from microscopic plankton riding ocean currents to the colossal gray, whales traveling thousands of miles, and the tiny monarch butterflies undertaking a journey of over 3,000 miles. Every type of life, from the smallest to the largest, has its own unique epic journey built into its very being, a grand, collective force shaping the rhythms of our planet. The why is simple: find a place where food is abundant or where the conditions are perfect for giving birth. The how, however, is where the mystery truly begins. The core of the mystery of migration lies in the unseen compass that guides these animals. How do they navigate with such astonishing precision across vast, featureless oceans or endless skies? The answer, it turns out, is a masterpiece of navigational engineering. The first and most compelling piece of the puzzle is the Earth's magnetic field. We have an invisible, global GPS system that some animals can perceive and use to navigate. This ability is known as magnetoreception. Scientists have discovered that animals like sea turtles and migratory birds have tiny particles of a magnetic mineral called magnetite in their brains. These magnetite particles act like a compass needle, allowing the animal to sense the direction of the Earth's magnetic field. But the latest research suggests it's far more complex than a simple compass. Some species can also sense the angle of the magnetic field lines, which allows them to determine their latitude and longitude, essentially creating a three-dimensional map of the globe. This explains how a sea turtle hatched on a beach in Florida can navigate thousands of miles of open ocean and return to that exact same beach decades later to lay its own eggs. They are following an invisible map that is etched into the very fabric of the planet. But magnetoreception is not the only trick in their toolkit. Many animals are masters of celestial navigation, using the sun and stars to find their way. Monarch butterflies, for example, use the position of the sun as a compass. However, they must also account for the sun's movement across the sky throughout the day, a complex calculation that they seem to perform instinctively. They use a kind of internal clock to adjust their flight path as the sun moves, ensuring they are always flying south. For birds that migrate at night, the stars are their guide. Experiments in planetariums have shown that certain bird species can use the patterns of the stars to find their direction, even when the stars are artificially projected. They use the constellations as a celestial map, and their ability to navigate is so precise it defies our understanding of their cognitive abilities. They are ancient mariners of the sky, guided by the very same stars that our ancestors used to navigate the seas. But navigation isn't always about grand cosmic forces. Sometimes it's a matter of smell and sound. Consider the incredible journey of salmon. These fish are born in freshwater streams, travel thousands of miles out to the open ocean to mature, and then, years later, return to that exact same stream to spawn and die. How do they find their way back? Scientists believe they use a combination of the Earth's magnetic field in the ocean and their sense of smell when they approach the coast. Every stream has a unique chemical signature, and a salmon's sense of smell is so acute that it can distinguish the subtle scent of its birth river, a chemical map of its journey that it follows with unerring accuracy. Whales, on the other hand, use sound. They communicate and navigate across vast ocean basins using low-frequency sounds that can travel for thousands of miles. They use the varied topography of the ocean floor, the undersea mountains and canyons, as an acoustic map, a series of sound echoes that guide their way. Of course, migration is not a serene, peaceful journey. It is a brutal struggle for survival, a continuous gauntlet of perils and challenges that makes it a true testament to the survival of the fittest. One of the greatest dangers is predation. The Great Wildebeest Migration is a dramatic example. As the herd crosses the Mara River, they face a gauntlet of hungry crocodiles waiting beneath the surface and lions and hyenas waiting on the banks. This epic struggle for survival is a natural spectacle, but it's a reminder of the constant danger faced by migrating animals. Energy demands are also immense. Animals must fuel their incredible journeys, and they do so by building up vast fat reserves before they leave. A hummingbird, for example, can double its body weight before a migratory journey across the Gulf of Mexico, burning off the fat as it flies nonstop for hours. The success of a migration is also dependent on key stopover sites, places where animals can rest and refuel before continuing their journey. For many species, these stopover sites are a matter of life or death. The collective intelligence of migrating groups is another key survival strategy. Flocks of birds fly in a V formation to conserve energy, with each bird flying in the slipstream of the one in front of it. Herds and swarms provide safety in numbers, a shared knowledge that can help them navigate obstacles and outwit predators. It's a collective intelligence that is more than the sum of its parts. Unfortunately, these ancient rhythms are being disrupted by a new and powerful force: human impact. One of the greatest threats to migration is habitat fragmentation. Roads, cities, and dams have sliced up ancient migration corridors, blocking vital routes that animals have used for thousands of years. The caribou of the Arctic, for example, are facing immense challenges as oil pipelines and other infrastructure projects bisect their ancient migratory paths. This fragmentation can lead to a decline in population numbers and even the extinction of entire herds. Climate change is another major threat. Shifting seasons and more extreme weather are disrupting the delicate timing of migration. Many species migrate based on environmental cues, like temperature or the length of the day. But if the seasons are changing, animals may arrive at their destinations too early or too late to find food or breed successfully, a mismatch that can be devastating for an entire population. But there is hope. Scientists and communities are working together on conservation efforts to protect these vital corridors and species. From building wildlife overpasses to designating protected areas, there is a global effort to help these incredible animals continue their epic journeys. For all our science, many profound mysteries remain. The true black box of animal migration is the underlying mechanism of instinct itself. How do they find their way back to exactly the same spot year after year? Sometimes even to the same burrow or tree? It's a question that science is still struggling to answer. The future of migration research lies in new technologies, like advanced satellite tagging and genetic studies, that allow us to track animals and understand their behavior on a global scale. The use of artificial intelligence in analyzing vast datasets is also helping us to identify patterns and predict migratory movements with greater accuracy. The wonder of animal migration reminds us of the profound mysteries that still lie at the heart of our world. It's a reminder that nature is a masterpiece of engineering, of adaptation, and of a will to survive that is far beyond our comprehension. So, what about the great journeys that we don't even know about? What other great treks are happening right now, hidden from our view? The mystery endures, and it is a spectacle that we should all take time to appreciate. If this video made you think, let us know what you believe is the most mind-boggling part of animal migration. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Unmolding Science for more mind-bending facts. We'll see you next time.